Yeah. So case one, like Michael, I given 10 lakh. I got my money, 10 lakh. I told Michael, please keep it with you. I'll after 6 months I'm going for a yatra. Going for a tour. After 6 months I'll come and take money from you. Now Michael takes the money. He has a nice safe locker wherein he has a what is it key and different things are there. Lot of security features are there. So he kept the money inside the safe locker. After 6 months, I went to Michael. Oh Michael, I want my money. Please give me back. So Michael goes, opens the safe and get my money and gives to me. Okay, this is case one. Case two. Now Michael started chanting, and goddess of fortune blessed him, and he got 10 lakh in lottery. Okay, so now he kept that money in the same safe, and by somehow or other, the thieves also came to know he got a lottery. Okay, nowadays we upload everything in Facebook, right? So thieves also got to know that he got a lottery. Now, what he did, the thief nicely opened. Nowadays, the movies no very nicely describing how to hack a bank, how to rob a bank, everything nicely coming in the movies. So the thieves also got to know what to do. So they removed money from the safe. Now Michael opened the safe. The case is empty. The safe is empty. Look at the pain of Michael. Now let's analyze case one and case two. Case one also, money came in, money came out. The safe is empty. Case two also, money came in, money went out. But why there is a pain in Michael? Why?
because it's not his own
Is
hard earning.
it's not hard and lottery. Okay, whatever. Why? Yes, he is attached to it. Okay, that's what I'm trying to bring it. He's attached to it. Now let me do another simple example, which we all reconnect, which all we can connect very nicely. Suppose we are living in a posh villa. From the balcony, we are seeing we have a very nice BMW car. Our driver is driving the car. Is getting into our community. Just before entering our gate, a rash two-wheeler from the opposite side came. He just scratched on the backside of the vehicle. If it happens, the person who is seeing from the balcony almost heart attack, like okay. Wherein same vehicle, some other's car, what will the person will say? Oh, it should not have happened. This two wheelers are riding very rashly. Some speed breaker we should put here. That's what would be the answer. Wherein if it is one car, almost heart attack. Okay. So hope you are getting my concept. The concept of the attachment is what is bring the suffering. Now we'll go into know deeply what attachment will do to each one of us. Before to that, I want to ask a question. Is attachment really wrong?
No,
Yes or no?
no, no,
No? All
no.
of you know? Or maybe?
It is required because we are living in a family with no attachment with our parents, husband, child. Then how can we live with the family?
Good. Any other answer? Okay. So I'm also saying same thing only. Yes, Prabhuji. We are coming to that point only. Without attachment, we cannot prosper in any domain. I'm also not saying attachment is not required. So we cannot be without attachment. But attachment to temporary things is the real problem. That is the real cause of suffering. Okay. Now I'll tell why. What is the temporary thing? Suppose you are traveling in a bus, let's say, and the bus you got a nice comfortable seat, corner seat, window seat where a lot of wind is coming, and you have comfortable leg room, everything. Now after 2 hours of your journey, you're getting down from the bus. After getting down also, you think, oh, what has happened to the seat? Who has sat there? Whether he taken care of the seat properly? Did he spit anything? Did he take care of the seat properly? What if rain comes? Did he close the window? All those things. If he thinks, what will happen to that person? He'll become mad and he'll suffer. Correct. So this is the problem. Attachment to clinging on to the temporary things will get into problems. We'll get into misery and other things. Okay. Now we will see what Krishna has to say about attachment. Okay. Yeah. So similarly, Arjuna also put the same attachment problem. How can I kill my own no kinsman? How can I kill my relatives? Now Krishna's instruction starts with how to deal with this attachment and understanding what is temporary, how to act on permanent platform. This is the his instruction. We are going to very deep concept of Bhagavad Gita. the fundamental pillar of our Bhagavad Gita. That is what I am going to say. We are going to explore deeply. We are going to answer, who am I? Am I this body? Am I this soul? We'll see what Krishna has to say about this. Okay. So we are going to explore our inner self. And from this session, you will understand how practical and scientific Bhagavad Gita. You are going to see yourself now. Okay. So seatbelts on. We are going to move. So kindly repeat after me. It's one of the most quoted shloka of Bhagavad Gita. Okay? Yeah. Dehinosmin yata dehe kaumaram yavvanam jara tata dehantara praptir dhiras tatra namuhyati. So Mataji can read translation.
As the embodied soul continuously passes in this body from boyhood to youth to old age, the soul similarly passes into another body at death. A sober person is not limited by such a change.
Yes. As the embodied soul continuously passes, so three words are used. Kaumaram. Kaumaram means our boyhood. Yavvanam means youth. Okay. Jara means old age. So as the body changing from boyhood to youthhood to old age, the soul inside the body similarly passes on to next body. Tata dehantara prapti tat dhiras tatra namyati. Means it translates into new body. Now it's very scientific. Okay. Even science says this thing. A newborn baby has 300 bones at the time of birth. Correct? And when we grow as adult, how many bones we have? 206. Correct? Similarly, entire body is changing every 7 to 10 years because our cells die every 7 to 10 years and it produces the new cells. Right? So we change from boyhood to youthhood to this one, but yet we remain, our identity remains the same. So we are called, my name is Balaji. So I'm called Balaji in childhood also. When I become old also, I'll be called Balaji only. Okay. So we are going to do a nice exercise to understand this concept. How we are changing from boyhood to boyhood to youthhood to old age. Yeah. So please tell, who are these personality? The left first one, second one, third one, fourth one, Nelson Mandela. Okay, fifth one, Roger Federer. Yes. Steve Jobs. Okay, next, Barack Obama, Oprah Winfrey. She's a famous singer. Yeah. Then last one, Queen Elizabeth. Okay. Now you please see them again once more. I'm going to show their childhood photos. You should find out who they are. Okay. Don't find wrongly. They will feel very bad. Okay. See that again. I'll give you some 10 seconds again. Please see it so that this. Shut up. We'll move. Who's this person? Queen Elizabeth. Huh? How many of you feel Queen Elizabeth? Okay. Any other guess? At least guess here, nothing wrong. There are nine, so one of the combination will work.
Third picture is Albert
No, no,
Einstein.
only one per same person only. All three are same person only.
Same person.
Ah,
Then Albert Einstein.
Albert Einstein. Okay. All three are same person only. Albert Einstein. How many of you feel Albert Einstein? Okay. Any other difference of opinion? Okay. So, whomsoever sitting front means back, we can comfortably sit in the front. It'll be comfortable. This row also free. Yeah. Volunteers can arrange the people. Yeah. I'll find the move the slide to second person. All three are same person only. Please tell me who's that. Queen Elizabeth. Yeah. Any other difference of opinion? Okay. Okay. Nice. Okay. So I'll display the answer in the next slide. Yes, Albert Einstein was correct. Whomsoever said Albert Einstein, it is correct. Yes, Queen Elizabeth is correct. Whomsoever said is correct. It's Roger Federer. Okay. Now one more exercise we'll do. Oh, Nelson Mandela. How about second row?
Nelson Mandela.
Mother Teresa. It's so easy.
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama. Okay. All of you are correct. We should keep some tough photos. Okay. Chalo, congratulations. Now, why we did this exercise? There was a lot of confusion, right? Whether this person was the same or not. See, lot of change. Entire body is changing throughout the life. Look at Mother Teresa. How chubby the cheek. She was called Teresa at her childhood. How chubby the cheeks and things like that. Look at her now old age, so wrinkled and things like that. Similarly, look at Nelson Mandela. How like yes, like that he is looking. Look at his old age. Very this one. So entire body is changing throughout the life, but the identity does remains the same. There is something inside the body is not at all changing, wherein throughout the life our body is changing. What is that? Our Shastra says it is Atma, our soul. Okay. Now in the next slide we will see what Krishna has to say about this as a what is about the soul, what he is saying about body and soul. Before getting into that, we should know what is Dehi and Deha. Dehi is the soul, Deha is the body, and we have two bodies. We have two bodies. So let's see what what are these two bodies? We have we have spirit soul, this circle like this, and we have a covering of subtle body, and we have another covering of gross body. So this subtle body is nothing but made up of mind, intelligence, and false ego. Means we have like our thinking, thought process, everything. No, that is called mind, intelligence, false ego. That is subtle body. We cannot see them. That's why it is called subtle body. And the gross body is what we are seeing, our skin, bone, eyes, bone. So it is made up of five Panchabhuta, that is earth, air, water, fire, ether. So these Panchabhuta makes the gross body, and we have a subtle body. Okay. Now, what is the proof? You are saying two bodies. I am seeing only one body. What is the proof? Right? So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, kindly repeat after me. Bhumi Rapo Nalo Vayu Kammano Buddhirev cha Ahankara iti yamme Vinna Prakritirastada. This is from Bhagavad Gita 7.4. Some Prabhuji can read the translation.
Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego. Altogether, these eight constitutes my separated material energy.
Yes. Earth, water, fire, air, ether forms the gross body. Mind, intelligence, and false ego forms the subtle body. Okay. So I'll give a simple analogy. We have two types of body: earth, water, fire, air, ether. Subtle body, mind, intelligence, false ego. So this gross body is like the blazer, right? We can see. Wherein the subtle body is like the coat, wherein this is like a blazer. It will be inside, but we cannot see. I'll give a simple example. Okay, so many people go to psychiatrist, right? They say stress, anxiety, and things. So they write so many tests. We do EEG, ECG. Why not? So many tests are there nowadays. So all the tests will become normal, but still he's not well. He's not feeling good. Why? Because his subtle body is not feeling well, right? Simple logic we can say. Now, what is the role of mind, intelligence, and false ego? I'll tell you. See, the mind works on the principle of likes and dislike, and the intelligent works on the principle of what is correct, what is wrong. I'll give a simple analogy. Assume you are a diabetic person. Okay, you go into a marriage party. Okay, and all the sweets. What is that? Rasagulla, rasamalai, then gulab jamun. Everything is kept. What the mind will say, Hurray, your favorite sweet is there. Go for it. You need it. It will be so tasty, so fluffy, spongy, right? Wherein what the intelligence will say, no, see, doctor had told you, don't take this. If you take this, next day, no, you will have a lot of other complications. Don't have it. This is what intelligence will say, right? Now you get the concept now. Mind works on the likes and dislikes, wherein intelligence works on right or wrong. Our intelligence becomes sharper when we read Bhagavad Gita. Anyhow, we'll cover exclusive session on mind on the sixth session, wherein actually if we see most of us will agree that our mind is the must or first our own prayer or primary enemy of our life. All of us agree, correct? Yes. So exclusive session to how to control the mind we will take on the sixth session. Now we will see what Krishna has to say about the cross body and subtle body. Yeah. So now,
What is that false ego?
yeah, sorry, I forgot. Thank you. So false ego is the one which will make us feel that I am this body. Actually, we are spirit soul. I am this body. This is mine. This is everything. How can you insult me? How can he insult me? How did he disrespect me? All those thought process, no, is because of false ego, right? So we'll anyhow just for understanding, you just keep this to make us feel like we are this body, we are mind, this is mind. That type of feeling is called false ego. Okay. Now let's see the difference between body and soul. What Krishna has to say in the body and soul. Okay, kindly repeat after me. What we are going through is a very, very, very important verses. The second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna nails it that we are not this body, we are spirit soul. Okay, we will understand everything. Vasamsi jirnani yata vihaya navani granati naroparani तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णानि अन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि. Yes, Mataji can read the translation.
As a person puts on new garments, giving up old ones, the soul similarly accepts new material bodies, giving up the old and useless ones.
Yeah. So it's very simple. If our clothes get torn or what do you call, become so dirty, not usable, what we do? We just throw it, put a new garment. Similarly, our body becomes old and we give up the body, we accept a new body. Okay. So this is what Krishna says. In this also he gives a clue. Body is changing, but soul doesn't change. Okay. Another one. अंतवंत इमे देहा नित्यस्योक्ताः शरीरिणः अनाशीनो प्रेम यस्य तस्मात् युध्यस्य भारत. This is from Bhagavad Gita 2.18, 18th sloka of second chapter. The material body of the indestructible, immeasurable, eternal living entity is sure to come to an end. Therefore, fight, O descendant of Bharata. So Krishna says, body is destroyable, but soul is non-destroyable. Antavanta means it is destroyable. Okay. Now, this is a very famous verse of mine. I really like it so much. Anyhow, we are going to do one exercise to understand this verse. Okay, kindly repeat after me. This is 61st verse, 18.61, 18th chapter, 61st verse. Ishvara sarva bhutanam hriddeshu arjuna tishtati brahmayan sarva bhutani yantrarudhani mayaya. So Krishna is saying, "Oh Lord is situated in everyone's heart, but who are seated as on a machine made of material energy." What Krishna is saying, we are like a material, we are a machine, and in the machine we have been put into. Okay, let's give a simple analogy. We are like compared to a machine as per the previous verse. What he is saying, we are seated on a machine. Okay. Now I want to give an analogy. Now you have to tell me equivalent part of human body. Let's say I am talking about eyes. What are the eyes for the car? Equivalent. Headlights. Yes. How about mouth? Heart. Correct. How about heart? Engine. Yes. Food? Petrol. Yes. So similarly, our body is also like a car. But will the car start automatically? I'm not talking about the new automatic cars, the previous generation. Okay. Will the car start automatically? No, it needs a driver. Similarly, in our body is also like a car. The engine cannot start without the soul. It's as simple as that. That's what Krishna is trying to tell. Now, so far we have seen the qualities of the body. So I'll just summarize in this slide. The body is destructible. It changes like we change the clothes, and it's just like a vehicle. Without the driver, it cannot move. Hope it is clear. Okay. Now we'll see the qualities of soul. What Krishna has to say. Kindly repeat after me. This is 2.23. Nainam chindanti shastrani. Nainam dahati pavakaha. Nachainam kledayantapo. Nashoshyati marutaha. So the soul can never be cut into pieces by any weapon, and nor burned by fire, nor moistured by water, nor withered by wind. Means the spirit soul cannot be done anything. It is eternal. You cannot kill it. It is always present. This is what Krishna says. Okay. Next slide. I'll just read the translation just for the short of time. This individual soul is unbreakable, insoluble, can be neither burned or dried. He is everlasting, present everywhere, unchangeable, immovable, eternally the same. Means Nityaha, everlasting. He is there every time, always. Okay. And Sarvagataha, present everywhere. Okay. Sthanur, unchangeable. Achala, immovable. Sanatanaha, eternal. Means we were present from time immemorial. We cannot find how many days, like we say a story, so long ago, we don't know how long ago. It is applicable here. We don't know how long ago. Okay. Yes. Now, just summary of the soul. It is indestructible, it is permanent, placed in the body, just like a driver sitting in the vehicle. Okay. It is exactly opposite to the body. Body is destructible, soul is indestructible. And body is perishable, changeable, soul is unchangeable. We don't change. We are eternal, body is temporary. Okay. Everything is good. This is what Shastra says. This is what Krishna says. Now let's put common sense. Now in this session, we are going to do three things. We are going to see Shastrically, is what Krishna says. Next topic is coming is common sense and logic. Next, scientifically, what science says. And then fourth one, what biology also says. We'll see all the four. Okay. Now common sense, simple common sense. How do you communicate a death of a person? What do you say? Michael has passed away. Correct? Michael is there only, no? We say passed away. What is that? What is that passed away? The soul within the body is passed away. Correct? And when somebody is died, we will cremate them. So we will say, when will we create Michael, or when will the Michael's body be created? Correct? Body to be created. So it's a very common sense. I'll give another simple example. Many people do organ donation, right? They write their will at the time of death, they give. The moment a person dies, within 4 hours, 5 hours, the organ has to be used. And they take it, they successfully transplant the operation. It is very successful. That means to say, the body parts are working, the eyes are working, the liver is working, the lungs are working, the heart is working, the hands and legs, everything is there. But still, we are calling it a dead body because the soul is not there. Very clear. Anyhow, in India, everybody knows its body and soul. I'm just reiterating the concept. Now you will understand how important this is in the next this one. So we are going to go to science now. So common sense is done, Shastra is done. We are going to go to scientific now. Scientific proof. Mystery of reincarnation. So I'll give a just background of what is reincarnation. Reincarnation is the one you die somewhere and you take rebirth and appear in some place. Okay, this is the reincarnation. Everybody think that this is myth. It is not at all real. Okay, now what science says we are going to see. This is the person, Ian Stevenson. He did a lot of research. He did a lot of research on the reincarnation cases. He did more than 3,000 reincarnation cases. Okay, he is a professor of psychiatry in the University of Virginia. He had a student whose name is Satwan Parishcha something. She was the head of clinical psychology in our demands only, Bangalore demands only. I don't know whether she continues now, but she was a student of Ian Stevenson. Okay, and this team is very special. They don't just believe it; they record. Somebody says, some kid says, "I am so and so in my previous life." They record, okay, case is solved. No, they take the detail without the child's intervention. Without the intervention, they go to the particular place where the child is telling something. They verify that independently and with a collection of so many newspaper and the news about that day where their previous life, everything they collect, and then they conclude that yes, this person is reincarnation of so and so person. I'll give a simple example. I don't want to show the photos. When I saw that itself, I felt very horrible. See, there was one person who had a birth defect. Here, there was a huge mark was there in his head. Okay. Now, like people were trying to, and medically, there are listed defects are there, listed birth defects are there. So that defects has to be there in the list. But these things were not there in the list. Okay, when Ian Stevenson found that that person died of some axe or some sharp weapon hit the person here, and the same place he got a birthmark. Similarly, many people know some one or two cases where somebody got a bullet in their shoulder. He got a birthmark when he appeared in the next life. Like that, he has many cases, and those marks, those defects are not there in the medical list of birth defects. It is not there at all. Okay, such a amazing study he has done. He is no longer available. He passed away in 2007. He contributed very nicely for the Bhagavad Gita. One such case I'm going to discuss to you today. One such case. Okay, this person, Deep Kapadia, please hear it attentively. Hear it no carefully here. One second. So this Deep Kapadia is even now alive. So what he is doing, let's see. So this is available in Google also. You can type in Google also. You will get all the data. So just type Deep Kapadia. You will get it. Yeah. So this person, he was just 3.5 year old when he was born, and like he was born in Mumbai. Okay, in Mumbai he was born. He belonged to Gujarati family. Okay, Gujarati family, but he started to speak Marwadi language from 3.5 years. Okay, and he started to say, "You are not my parents. I belong to Udaipur. Take me there." Okay, and when the parents hear this first time, no, first thing what they will do, fat, they'll hit, go and sleep. Okay, but this person started to repeatedly say, "I don't belong here. I am no, I belong to Udaipur. You are not my parents. I don't belong here," and started to speak Marwadi language. Now, like no, these parents were so confused what to do and things like that. So they went to different psychologists, and then they came to the team of Ian Stevenson. Okay, now and this person, no, this Deep Kapadia, at the age of 4 or 5, he tried to escape from the home also, and parents had no clue. Like they put him in the room, and wherever opportunity he tries to escape, and he wants to go to Udaipur. That's what he does. And like they approached this team, so their team just noted down all the details. Who are you? Everything they noted down. Now this team told this Deep Kapadia, okay, we are going for a picnic, please come with us. Okay, all the parents, all the doctors team, and all the all the this one, everyone went along with Deep Kapadia, parents, everyone boarded the train to Udaipur. They didn't tell him that we are going to Udaipur. They just told we are going for a picnic. Now train is reaching. Just before one station before Udaipur, Deep said, next station is Udaipur, we have to get down there. Okay. Then they got surprised. So they got down. They crossed like all the railway bridges they crossed, and they went to their village. And just on the bridge, one horse cart fellow was going. He said, "Oh Ramu, how are you?" Okay, this Ramu got surprised. Who are you? I don't know you. Okay, and then like he directed entire team to his house, and his house he he just knocked the door. His son came out. His son is 30-year old. He is 3.5 year old. Okay, and then he just embraced. Oh son, how are you? Okay, and this son was surprised. This small boy is embracing me. Okay, and now this son is sharp. He said, "See, my father has a lot of properties. So many scams are going on. If you are really my father, only my father and I know where we will keep the rifle in the house. If you are really my father, please find out. Tell me where it is." Then, no, okay. Then he went to the stairs and he opened a photo and he just removed the photo. Behind that there was a secret door and a secret safe, and he opened it, and then like inside there was a rifle. Now he was forced to believe that is his father only. Now this person Deep Kapadia took the father the entire team to the museum where he was working. His name is Pannalal Agarwal. He was a security officer in the Udaipur Fort Museum. Okay, and he took his entire team there. And then this 3.5-year-old boy, he just pressed one switch in the museum. A secret door opened. Inside that, lot of things are kept. He says these are the artifacts. We don't keep it for public display because they are very costly, very very valuable. So we don't keep it in public display. And then he opens different secret doors and kerosene fans, not like these fans, kerosene fans. It needs techniques to start and run things. He just did it like that. And then various other secrets he showed in the entire team. Now entire team has no other option to believe this person is Pannalal Agarwal, a security officer from Udaipur Museum, has took rebirth as Deep Kapadia. Now my question to all of you. See, this person, like he shared in the further interview, he died due to poison and things like that. Now this person, no, this person died, the body is burnt, and Udaipur and Mumbai is far away. This person is born in Mumbai. Udaipur and Mumbai is far away. How come there is a connection? How come there is a connection? Because Tata Dehantara Prapti, the soul takes birth from one body to another body. This case is still available. You can do research. Lot of books are available for different reincarnation cases. You can yourself type in Google. You can yourself get the knowledge. Reincarnation is not a myth; it's a reality. Okay. Now, one question will come into all of our mind. Prabhuji, how come this person only remembers? Why we are not remembering? Correct, na? Oh, Jai. Okay. It's not that I'll answer one by one. It's a very interesting session. Please, no, listen very carefully. It's not that we don't remember our past life. Okay, we remember our past life from day one. Some kids don't like tomato. Some kids don't like some vegetables. Some kids don't like non-veg. They smell itself, they take vomit. And some kids born talented, like they dance like Prabhudeva, right? You see that they don't go to any dance class and things like that. Naturally, their hand and things legs just dance to the museum. So where it is coming from? Where it is coming from? So it is coming from the past life. I'm just putting it to silent. So it is coming from their past life only, nowhere else. Okay, and so so these are the from our past life we carry forward some memory. That is the reason we are able to remember these likes and dislikes. Simple, another one. Phobia is there. So many people are afraid of heights, right? Where it is coming from? They have never entered any height place and things like that because they committed something wrong happened in their previous life. They are afraid of this one. Some people never get into water bodies like in ocean. No, they just stay near 20-30 kilometer away from shore. They have taken ocean path like that, they say. So because why? Because in the past life something happened. That's the reason that phobia and all is there. Okay, now sorry. Oh, Krishna. Now, my question to you: yes, we remember something from past life. Why we are not remembering everything like this Deep Kapadia? That is there, no? All of you agree we have some past life remembrance, but why we have not everything like Deep Kapadia, right? The Shastra says whatever we are attached to in our past life, whatever we are attached to our past life, we will remember that. Now, for example, I'll ask you a simple question. Tell me about your childhood. Okay, if I say you'll close your eyes, this teacher was very nice. She gave me chocolate. And then this teacher bit me so badly. And then this girl, when I was talking to her very nicely, that no, the teenager and all. So we don't remember everything in our life. We remember the most important events in our life. That is the reason we are not able to remember everything in our life, right? That is, this person was able to remember everything. He was so attached to Fort Museum, so that is the reason he is able to remember everything in his life. Wherein we are not so lucky like that. Okay, okay. Now another question is, Prabhuji, everything is fine, Prabhuji, but if we remember like Deep Kapadia, how nice it would be, right? How amazing our life would be, right? Okay, I'll answer that question. Now, please don't think if you remember everything like Deep Kapadia, our life is amazing. No. Deep Kapadia himself said, I am not able to, what do you call it, believe that I am Deep Kapadia. I am still believing I am Pannalal Agarwal. I am not able to move my life. I am not able to hug my kid also because I have a son who's 32 years old. So that type of a feeling he is not able to lead a normal life. Okay, I'll give another simple example. In our last life, suppose we died of touching a switch and it had a short circuit and it electrocuted us and we died. And next life, if you remember everything, will you ever touch any electric switch? Right? Similarly, you died of a car accident. Okay, this and all nothing happened. Just telling it as an example. How will you feel? Will you feel to get into any car? Never, right? Similarly, you died in any water body, like river or drowned, everything. You will not get. So this is the blessing of material nature that it is made us to forget. So the science also says when we take birth, before taking birth, we remember all the things. Okay, when we are in the womb, we remember everything. When we come out during the narrow passage, there is a process called shatagi. So by that process, we were made to forget our things, past life, only which we were very much attached. We remember and we continue in our life. Right? This is the reason. Okay. I I know a lot of questions will be there. I'm giving exclusive time. We'll discuss everything further. Okay. Next one, near death experience. First time hearing such a word, right? Yeah, near death experience. It is called out of body experience. Okay. So I will tell another story. This this person, Dr. Michael Sabam, he's a cardiologist from the University of Emory. Like he did 200 plus near death experience cases. I'll explain what is near death experience now. There was a lady who was traveling from one place to another place in Germany. Okay, she traveled and she is going to the new place for the first time. She didn't know the city and all. So, for example, I'm from a town, let's say, and I'm coming to Bangalore first time. Okay, like that case, she has not visited Bangalore. So, like that, she traveled to another city. She has not visited the city at all. Now she was traveling and she met an accident and she was brought in a very critical situation. So she was given a critical anesthesia, means the person is clinically dead, they say. Clinically dead means severe anesthesia is given and most of the ECG wave will be almost flat. Their breathing will be very slow and the heartbeat also will be very slow. Almost dead, but not dead. That kind of a state they are. And then very critical operation. Lot of operation was done. 2.5 hours continuous operation was going on. Finally, she became stable. Okay, and then she was moved to a normal ward. And then this Dr. Michael Sabam went to her, asked her, "How are you feeling? What are you like?" She was having pain. How is your pain and all? She said, first thing she said, there is a oak tree in front of your hospital. Even Dr. Michael Sabam also doesn't know there is a oak tree in front of hospital. And okay, no problem. When did you see like that? He asked. Because he was knowing like she could not have observed because she was clinically dead when she came. So she would not have observed. So when did you observe? Just 2.5 years, 2.5 hours back only. He was much more surprised. 2.5 hours back, I was operating her. How come she can see that? Then he is a doctor, right? So he asked further questions. What else did you saw? From where did you saw? Like that he asked. She said, I saw from your hospital terrace, and so in the top of your hospital terrace, there is a left side. There is a pair of torn Nike shoes. Right side, you have water tank. It is very dirty. You should clean it up. Like that, she said. Then this Dr. Michael Sabam got confused. Who is it possible? Then he called for attendant. Okay. Usually the terrace of the big hospitals will be locked because people know out of frustration they go they go and commit suicide. So they lock it very carefully so that no access. This attendant he called. How long this has been locked? Like that he asked. He said 6 months. Okay, chalo, let's open and see like that. So he went along with the team. They opened the terrace. They found that two pair of Nike torn shoes were on the left side. On the right side, they found a water tank which is not clean. In front of that, this one, they saw a oak tree in front of their hospital. Same what she was explaining, she was able to, they were able to verify it. So this goes on to say, when they were able to clinically dead, the body, the soul comes out of their body as an out of body experience. Like this, 200 case has been no really recorded. Okay, yeah. So we'll see a video. What no, the same case has been displayed in a National Geographic channel. Let's hear that. I think sound is not connected. Okay, let's watch the video now.
Christina's doctors are also losing their battle. Her heart will not restart. She has just minutes before her brain too shuts down.
I'll give a try. If sound comes, it'll be nice. It's connected now.
In Germany, Christina's doctors are also losing their battle. Her heart will not restart. She has just minutes before her brain too shuts down. So, we were trying to jumpstart her heart with a defibrillator. No, it's not. I gave her several drugs. The patient had lost too much blood. Her organs weren't getting enough. We really didn't think we could save her.
Right. Okay, anyway, no problem. Not waste time. So what? No, no, no. It's fine. So what they were saying in the video is they got her in a clinically dead state, and we were operating her, but she had an out of body experience, and she showed different things, whatever happened in this one. So totally four things we saw today. We saw shastrically what Krishna is saying. We are not this body, we are spirit soul. And we saw with common sense also that we are not body, we are spirit soul. And by reincarnation case also, we are proved that we are not this body, we are spirit soul. By this near death experience, that is out of body experience also, we saw that we are not this body, we are spirit soul. Okay. So this almost concludes today's session. I have few announcements for everyone. See, we are putting a sloka of day. Very nice, amazing sloka of Bhagavad Gita. We are putting a senior devotee is now giving a 5 minutes video in the WhatsApp group. Most of you there in the WhatsApp group. If you are not there in the WhatsApp group, whomsoever is watching in YouTube, please note down this number 9986013226. This name is Srinidhi Gaurahari Prabhuji. Please contact him if you're not added in the WhatsApp group because all the reference materials, all the recordings of these sessions, we are putting in that group along with Shloka day. Okay, and today is very special day. Okay, birthday of Devashi, the daughter of Jyoti Prakash Prabhuji and Shastitika Mataji. Shastitika Mataji is here. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we have two more donors for today's prasadam. She has sponsored prasadam today. Two more donors. Both are anonymous. One has their birthday. Another one wanted to donate the prasadam in in the memory of her father. So let's all thank all the donors by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, thank you so much. So next session, Mataji, you have any? Yeah. So next session, we are going to see attachment to. So we saw only one problem, that is attachment to temporary things. We have two more problems. What is that? Comparison, attitude of comparison, and second thing is doing wrong acts. People will say, why? Like I don't want to do something wrong, but why am I forced to do it? Right? This is what this one. People like simple example, alcoholic people. They take so much training not to drink, but at the end of next day itself they will go to alcohol. Why people are doing wrong acts? What is behind the psychology behind that? We are going to see in the next session. And next session, I'm going to reveal the suspense why Bhishma Dev kept quiet during Draupadi Vastrahan. I have 5 reasons, not one or two. Most common reason which you all know is he took a no, he was served or he took food or whatever maintenance from Duryodhana. That's the reason. That is just a simple reason. Next session, I'm going to disclose what are the main actual two reasons. Okay. So next session we are going to do it, and please don't miss this 5:30 Sunday evening. Please block your calendar. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'll open for questions. Any questions? Yes, Prabhuji.
Sir, from today's session, we know that body is temporary, soul is permanent. So, in that perspective, we don't need to take care of the body, we just need to take care of the soul, right?
Nice question. Very nice question. So Prabhuji is asking that today's session we told our body is temporary and soul is permanent. Why should we take care of the body? Yes, I was about to cover. Luckily, you answered the question. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So correct now. We should not take care of the body. If there any disease, we should allow it. So anyhow, it's temporary. It's going to die. And any no, why should he eat the food? Let it starve. What's the problem?
But without body, the soul is.
Not livable, but still okay. No, soul is permanent, right?
But see, lively
as
things
long
become
as
if there is a body.
Okay.
as long as we are living in this body, we need to take care of our body. Just like a dress, when we wear a dress,
One at a time. One at a time. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Continue. Complete.
as long as we are living in this body, we need to take care of this body. It's like related to a dress. When we wear this dress, though we know it's just for this day, we make sure it's clean and like that, right?
Okay.
So body is the same.
Yes, ma'am. How about you, Prabhuji? Some Prabhuji was saying something.
Without car, there is no role of driver.
Yeah, true. Amazing. Okay, simple. I'll just explain. This body is the platform where we can do spiritual things. We can elevate ourselves spiritually. If you take some other body, let's say like dog or cat or an animal, we will not be able to elevate ourselves to spiritually. So this is the platform where we can elevate ourselves spiritually. That's why we got a human body. It's very, very rare to get human body. Next fourth session, I'm going to tell how rare it is. Okay, how many different bodies we have and how rare is the human body. I'm going to tell. Okay, so this is the platform. So we need to take care of the body to elevate us our spiritual. So spiritual. Clear? Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, yes. Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah. Ah, why do we do food karma? Okay. So your question is on karma. So next session is karma only. I'll answer very deeply, but right now I'll give a superficial answer. So whatever good karma, bad karma we do, the sufferer we are going to get according to the body. Okay. Suppose if you do good karma, you're going to get a good body. If you're going to do bad karma, we are going to get a bad body. So we should not do bad karma at least. We are going to, so for example, some dogs are getting a leg skirt. Some kids are born with defects from the day one, like no leg is not there, eyes are blind, and things like that. That is due to effect of bad karma. Anyhow, we are going to study very detailedly what Krishna says about karma, everything in the fourth session. This is just brief answer. Yes, please. Mataji asked a question. It's okay. Q.
Actually, he said all about the attachment.
Ah.
So, I mean, we are always temporarily attached to this thing. But how can we not be attached by living in this society with the family? Because I said, definitely I am attached to my family. So, I mean, how we can control our emotions without those attachments?
Okay, nice question. So we are living in the family and society. How can I live without attachment? How can I live without my attachment to family members? Is the Mataji's question. See, I did not say that you don't get attached to your family. Okay, attachment to temporary things. Family members are not temporary things. Okay, so but what you need to understand. See, we understood now today's session. Everyone is spirit soul. Now, by applying the teaching and principles of Bhagavad Gita, you will be able to serve them on the soul platform. You will be able to serve them in a deeper way. You will be able to connect with them deeper way. Simple. Wherever this chanting of Hare Krishna it happens in the family and chanting of different rituals, different spiritual procedures happening in the family, the fights are very very less. Fights are reduced to bare minimum. Is it a better way to take care of the family, or I will do what I want to do, you adjust with me? Is it the right way to take care of family? So Krishna tells, comes to this spiritual platform and serve them accordingly. That is what Krishna is telling. Not that no, you are spirit soul, I don't care about you. No. It's like you have to care about them in a spiritual way, and accordingly the body demands also to be met for the kids. So that has to be taken care of. There is no such thing. Yes. Anyway, yes, sir.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Guru.
So we have this soul, right? So does soul has any feelings? But if yes, then how are we getting different emotions with our with different emotions using our thoughts? If no, still we are getting different emotions. Is it coming from the body or is it coming from the soul?
So Prabhuji's question is, we are soul. Is there any feeling for the soul? Different emotions are there. Is it from the soul or something else? Okay. Soul has three properties. Okay, three properties. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Sat means eternal. Chit means knowledge. Ananda means blissful. Soul has these three properties. Plus one, it has desire also. It can desire. These three properties plus desire is also there. Wherein the feelings, whatever you asked, is the feelings of mind, intelligence, false ego, the subtle body. Suppose you saw a gulab jamun, you would feel nice, naturally saliva goes, no? So that is a feeling. Similarly, you have a family, like you see your family and things like that, you emotionally connect. If there is a pain in the family, you emotionally feel, no? That is actions in the subtle body, mind, intelligence, false ego. They go through such an emotion that emotional need we is spoke about in the second session, right? So that feeling is coming from the mind, intelligence, false ego. Of course, soul is connected to this body, so soul also feels that this one, but it won't suffer. It won't suffer whatever the body suffers. Any other questions? Yes, Manoj.
Hare Krishna.
Nice, Manoj.
This is a general question.
Yes, Manoj.
Most of the people believe in finger pranam.
How?
We offer food and clothes every year once to our ancestors. If the soul is not ready to take those, is that necessary to actually offer?
Very nice question. Okay. So whatever I know, I'll tell. It's very, very complicated. These details are available in Garuda Purana. Even I have not read. So we have a deity ministry in our ISKCON. So we consult them only. So whatever I consulted, I'll tell you about it. See, when person, a senior person passes away, okay, so based on their karma, they are going to take next birth. Suppose, suppose if they go to hell or heaven, let's say they will take an example of they go to hell. Whatever pinda karma, whatever you do, it goes to their benefit. They'll be relieved from that hell, whatever their sufferings. Now they have taken the birth, so it goes to their punya and they get a better life leading. Suppose they have done a sinful activity and they are suffering as a beggar's family, so they will get some punya in their account and they'll progress nicely. So that's the reason it's a mandatory duty to be done. Suppose if they are in heaven, it is not required, right? Then that punya will come to your family and your lineage it comes. So it is like you can't escape the duty. It has to be done. Okay. Okay. So no question. So I am going to sit here only after prasadam. I will be just near only. You can catch me and ask any other further doubts. This is a very interesting session. So many doubts will be there. If you have anything, I'll be there outside only. Okay. During prasadam. I don't have it immediately. So when you have the prasadam, you can have. Now, having understood this, we will move to important topic called practical tip of the day. How many needs we saw in the first session? Four needs: physical needs, psychological needs, emotional needs, and spiritual needs. Right? Now, let's do revisit of these needs. We have spirit soul, we have subtle body, we have a gross body. Now, the physical needs are very good to take care of our gross body, right? We are eating, food, shelter, clothing. All these things are taking care of our gross body very nicely. Now, let's see the psychological emotional needs. What are the psychological emotional needs will do? Will take care of our mind intelligence. Like you sense of achievement, it is in mind. Sense of no prestige, it goes to mind only. Like emotional also, like you love someone, someone to love you. It is also for subtle body. For spirit soul, what are we doing? Spiritual needs are the one which we between the spirit soul, right? Now, if you see, we take care of, we have a very good salary, very good food, shelter, clothing, everything nicely. We have very nice job, very nice, what is that, apartment we are living, very nice family. So all three needs, physical need, psychological need, emotional needs are fulfilled to great extent. There is no problem for us. But what are we doing for spiritual need? We are keeping it starving, we are keeping it empty, we are not feeding anything to spirit soul. See, spirit soul is not made up of material. Okay, the composition you cannot find in any of the 108, right? The periodic table, you will not find the spirit soul anywhere. Okay, it is spiritual in nature, right? So you cannot feed anything material from this world. It needs the spiritual activities, right? So what are the spiritual activities that will feed the spirit soul? This mantra meditation is one of the very, very, very important spiritual activity. And studying Bhagavad Gita, because we are also, Krishna is also a spiritual person, we are also spirit beings. When we connect with spiritual person, we feel happy. The internal connection should happen. And this association, this satsang is very, very important. You know, right? If you go to yoga studio, many people do know yoga, but yet they come to satsang because they want a like-minded people. Simple. You just go out of this room, you will feel like you are back to normal. But when you are here, you will feel a beautiful positive atmosphere. Why? Because we are connected with spiritual things, and that is what will fulfill the full. Like if you don't feed everything, there will be hollowness because you are covering outer two circles. Inner circle is not covered. But when we do spiritual activities only, inner circle will be covered, it will feel happy. So many people commit suicide. Many people say, Prabhuji, I feel hollowness. I have a problem. I have everything, but still I feel hollow. Something wrong within my life, something not good in my life. Everything is happening because our spirit soul is not fed properly. It's as simple as that. Okay. So let's do the activity of spirit soul with attentiveness. Okay. So this statement is very, very important. We are not human beings with spiritual experience. No, you're not human beings coming to hear some spiritual experience. No, you are spiritual beings with human covering, human experience. That is the reality. Okay, yeah. So with this, we'll go into mantra meditation. So mantra stands for man and tra. Man means mind. Tra means to control. So any mantra will try to control our mind. Okay. And every mantra has many restrictions. Okay. Suppose you are doing chanting of Gayatri. It should be done by a person who is pure enough, without lusty thoughts, without envious thoughts, without any other nonsense thoughts, he should chant. Otherwise, it will backfire. Okay, so it needs a purity of the person. And all the mantras you cannot chant at any time of the day. There is a time, Sandhya, and then afternoon, midnoon, things like that. And places also should be pure. That place where they are chanting the mantra should be clean. Okay, when it comes to Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, it can be chanted anywhere. There is no restriction of place. Means even you can chant in your bathroom. Nothing wrong. It is very auspicious. And anytime, even in the middle of the night, you can chant. And the purity required for the person, this mantra will give. You don't have to endeavor specially for purity. Okay. So that is the reason our acharyas, simple, I'll tell you. See, there are a lot of COVID vaccines. Okay. So you can do one thing. You can take each and every vaccine. You can inject yourself. Okay, which vaccine is producing more antibodies? I can do that way, or simply believe what the WHO has put. He has put the published records. Why we believe in WHO? They've already tested, trial. They found that this vaccine is producing these many antibodies. Similarly, our Acharya has done the test, trial, everything, and they did the entire research. They found that this mantra is the easiest in this age of Kali Yuga, so that everyone can chant. Okay, we are not putting any artificial. We are not invented this mantra. This mantra is already available in no Kali Santarana Upanishad. It's not ISKCON invented mantra. Okay, yeah. So let's all chant together. Kritayadhyaya to Vishnum Tretayam Yajato Makai Dwapare Paricharyayam Kotat Harikirtana Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Iti Shodashakam Namna Kali Kalmashanashanam Nata Paratarupaya Sarva Vedeshu Drishyate. So when we chant this mantra, please close your eyes. Please sit in a comfortable position, preferably the neck erected so that it assists us for more concentration. Please close your eyes. Tell your mind, today this 10 minutes is an exclusive appointment. Don't disturb me. Okay. So many other thoughts will come. Office, cooking, kids, shopping, everything will come. Tell your mind, I will not get disturbed. Okay. So just this mantra repeat after me, then Hare Krishna Maha Mantra will chant together. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Together now. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare. So last three times we'll chant together very loudly, intensely. This opportunity we don't get again. After a week only we are going to get all 160, 180 people together chanting. We will not get. Let's loudly chant three times. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Gently open your eyes. Yeah. So I have just two, three announcements. As usual, I announced. So any other special days, birthdays, any memory of your relatives, you can sponsor prasada. So in the counter there will be a Prabhuji. We can help you. This beads, it's recommended to have a personal beads because like we are chanting, we need some purity. So it's recommended to have a beads. And when we touch the beads, as I told in the last session also, Prabhuji, Santosh, give me one. We are not supposed to touch with our index finger. We are not supposed to touch. And like this bead, this top knot is called Krishna bead, so that also we don't count. So so this bead bag will help us, like we insert, and then like we'll have a finger to put our finger outside. So it's a very comfortable. It's available in our counter. Please purchase. Similarly, the Bhagavad Gita, from how painstakingly Prabhupada has written. So that English version, as it is available in our counter. Please have it because from the second chapter onwards, Krishna nails. We are not this body, we are spirit soul. Each and every shloka, Prabhupada has given a nice, amazing analogies, amazing explanation in English, so that we can understand that very easily. So just 250 rupees only, but it's wisdom of knowledge for entire humanity. Okay, so that is also available in the counter. You can have it. Yes. So yes, no, please.
I have a small doubt.
Yes.
Like regarding mantra meditation. Uh, First time I did it on Janmashtami celebration. Every time I do, like tears roll down and I keep yawning so much. I don't know if it is, I'm not feeling sleepy,
Okay.
but I don't know is it normal or like during the initial stage, is it
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah. So nice. She pointed out a nice point. So this chanting we have to do every day. Okay. So this mantra is not an ordinary mantra. As I said, it doesn't need a time, place, circumstance, and person. This gives purity. So every day we chant, we become holy. We become spiritual. As I told you, we need to feed the spiritual soul. We are feeding our physical needs daily. We are taking food three times a day. We are taking care of our emotional needs nicely, but we are not feeding the spirit soul. This mantra chanting is feeding of spirit soul. We need to do every day. We need to eat every day, right? Same way the spirit soul also needs the food. We need to do it every day. When we do initially, we get these problems: yawning, thoughts will go take everywhere. People will sleepy. Some people take the book and read, like Bhagavad Gita book, feel sleepy. All these things will be there initially because when there is an inertia, like when we are trying to put some change, our mind will naturally put idea. For example, you keep an alarm at 6 o'clock. Okay, alarm will come immediately. Mind will tell. Like for example, you have to make a presentation at 8 o'clock, right? That's the reason you wake up at 6 o'clock. Mind will tell. See, 6 o'clock only now. Even if you wake up at 6:30, you can finish the presentation. All it needs only five minutes. Snooze now, correct? Right? Everyone feels the same, right? So this is what mind will put many tricks. So don't get budged to it and continue to do it. Over the period, we'll overcome this. Many people, it's not a common problem. Not only you have, everyone has. Okay. Yeah. Any doubt on this mantra and chanting? Okay. I will close. So after Kirtanali, after Kirtanali తీసుకుంటాము. So offering okay, cutting will do after Kirtanali. No cutting. Okay, cutting. ठीक है. Okay. So yeah. So we'll now go for Aarti now. So we'll close the screen. Just these propositions, someone just go backside. Yeah. And then like after offering, yeah, just two small announcements. Like last two sessions, our head cook was on leave for 2 months. So there is only one person who was managing the entire prashadam. So because of that, we could not serve you better. We resolved it nicely. It has come on time, and we are happy. It will be good like that. We are thinking. So, like, please forgive us because we could not serve you better in the last two sessions. The subsequent session onwards, we are trying our best to serve you better. Okay. And some of you, I happen to know that some of you are not getting any calls from volunteers. If you are not getting any calls, like why we are telling this is you will be connected in the group and you will get updates. Like any questions are there, you can pass on to volunteers and then they'll pass on to me. I can send through a voice message. things like that. Plus, it helps us to manage the count for prashadam. We want to serve you better. That's the reason volunteers are calling you. Such a thankless job. They take 1 hour a day, but they do it for the service of the Lord. So that we can serve you better. So please tell them whether you are coming and things like that. Please answer them nicely. If you are not getting any calls from any volunteer, please contact the number which I shared already. Yeah, Srinidhi Gaurapan, 9986013226. Please note down this number, please call. Okay. So I'll just, yeah, now we'll go for Aarti. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Bhagavad Gita ki jai. One second.